Hello and welcome to our channel. I am Microsoft Sam, and today, we are going to be looking at some posts from r/entitled people. Without further ado, let's get right into it. And our first post for today is, entitled and gets mad, because I'm not 18. This happened a couple of years ago, and I'd let it go, but every once in a while, I like to share it. Back in 2015, I, a 21-year-old female, but at the time 16 years old, had just gotten my driver's license. My uncle and aunt, both 50 at the time, wanted to give me their car as a gift since they no longer needed it, but was still in good condition. They got approval from my parents and they all went to AAA one day to put the car on my parents' insurance. I knew about none of this while it was happening, only that my parents went to the insurance for something. When my parents got back, I saw my aunt and uncle right behind them. My aunt got out of the car and I opened the door to greet everyone, not knowing why they were there. Before I could say anything, she got in my face and screamed about me not being 18. Apparently, the insurance wouldn't put the car in my name because I was still a minor. She went on and on about how I needed to grow up and kept making a face at me like she just ate a sour lemon, except with her eyeballs popped out of her head. As my uncle tried to explain the surprise, she kept sucking on that lemon and glared at me. Until the day I turned 18, every family gathering, she would bring up about how I'm not 18 yet and glared at me. She would even text me about how great being an adult is. To this day, I think she expected me to turn 18 on her command. I don't know. Everyone in the family thinks she's weird anyway, so it wasn't like anyone actually paid attention to her. Nobody even knows what the big deal was. I could still drive it. Yep, I still got the car. She just didn't think I deserved it after that. Oh well. Thanks for listening. Jesus Christ, I am so glad I am not a part of that family. I mean, to tell a 16-year-old to become an 18-year-old is very outlandish. I can only imagine what it would be like if someone were to do this in my family.
Yes, hi, I'd like to grow up 2 years.
How soon would you like to grow up, sir?
Now.
Yeah, sorry buddy, that is not how it works.
Not to mention, the aunt just acted very childish. What kind of grown-up 50-year-old woman harasses their own niece? I mean, seriously, that is really messed up. I swear, this story has just given me a bad taste in my mouth. But you know what won't? Liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more awesome content. We release new videos every week on Fridays and we are glad that you are sticking around through these videos. Also, be sure to check our other channel and subscribe for more content there as well. And now our next story for today is going to be entitled New Employee. Great. The wild Karens have infiltrated the workplaces. So I am a trainer for a work-at-home tech company. And my job is to train and prep the people to work for the company. We have flexible hours once you are done training, but during training there are specific shifts you have to do. We send emails and contracts specifying this to make sure everyone understands. So, for this particular training class, it's 2 p.m. to 10:45 p.m. at home. So 2 days before the first day of training, I received an email from a trainee. Let's call her Karen. Ugh. Great. Frickin' great. Damn it, Karen. Get out of there, Karen. You don't belong there if you are going to only be screaming. Where is the manager? Seriously, get out. So, we start out with Karen saying,
Hi, I was never told that I have to do a late night shift for training. Can I please work at a more reasonable time?
Now Ropey responded with, I do apologize, but as specified in the contract, training is only available during this time. If you had a problem with it, you could have notified us before we hired you, since this was discussed during the interview, emails, and contract. Now our lovely, almighty bitter, savior, Karen, then screamed out like a damn banshee.
I was never told this. And I never received any emails or contracts stating that.
I then proceeded to send her copies of the contract highlighting the specified time and her signature and date at the bottom of the contract. I also sent her the email thread that stated she agreed to the hours mentioned.
Didn't know you were serious.
Is all Karen could say, but our Ropey, just like a superhero, just told her off by stating the obvious facts. It's an employee-employer contract. Of course, the Karen was still complaining.
But I look such a mess at 11 at night.
The OP then pointed out to her that it's a at-home position, and there are no cameras, to which Karen angrily blared.
Well, since you hired me already, you should move me to a more reasonable training time, or move me higher in the company so I can make my own hours.
Now Ropey, you are right, I did hire you. But I hired someone who agreed to do the hours listed in the contract. So, good luck on your future endeavors of employment. And when you think it was over, Karen thinks she has the final thing to say before the interaction ends.
Fine. I will just find another freaking company that will appreciate me and give me what I want.
Unfortunately for Karen, now Ropey has the last laugh when he says, good luck finding a at-home job that pays around $2,000 a month. That includes insurance and pays for all your equipment during this global situation. Ugh. Even with what the world is experiencing, it is just so wrong on so many levels to harass your employers to force them to train you a better time. Also, how are you holding out if you are stuck at home? Have an interesting story to share about what you have been through? Post it down in the comments below and we may read it in the next video. With that being said, let's go to our third and final story for today, which is You Already Live a Luxury, You Don't Need More Money. Holy moly, even the title of this gives me a horrible feeling in my gut. Let's dive in, shall we? Backstory, me and my family would give our grandparents some money, because why not? My dad's dad worked as a teacher so he got pension. My mom's family didn't. In fact, my mom's dad still goes to work. One day I realized I had arthritis as a child and would need money for treatment. I didn't need like new joints or anything, but I would soon. So my parents stopped sending money to them so they could pay for my fees. My mom's parents are fine and send prayers and call us all every day to see how we are doing. But my dad's parents. So, when we called them, we live in the US and they live in India, and said we wouldn't be able to give money to them anymore. They go ballistic. And now for the cast. GP are my grandparents, M is my mom, and D is my dad. Grandparents.
Why can't we have that money? When you give me what you wanted for your whole childhood and you can't repay us?
Mom.
Hello. Our daughter got arthritis and you guys are worried about getting your money back?
Grandparents.
You guys should be able to pay for it, being in America.
We also had a house loan to pay. Dad.
Wow, and I thought you guys would help us by giving us some money.
We stopped talking to them until my dad got an email that someone tried to log into his account multiple times. We immediately knew it was them, because it had only been 2 weeks since the ordeal. So we decided to call them. Dad.
Did you try to log into my bank account?
Grandparents.
Well, you weren't giving us the money, so we tried to take it ourselves.
Dad.
You tried to hack my account. I already told you that we need to pay for our daughter's medical fees.
What my grandparents said next shocked me. Grandparents.
Well, your daughter can go to hell, because we need our money, not that stupid kid.
Holy crap. That is messed up on so many freaking levels. We cut all contact with them until we went to India the next year. In my religion, when a girl gets her period there is a ceremony for her turning into a woman. It was my sister's at the time, and we had to see our grandparents. My mom helped me get up the stairs, but then my entitled brat of a cousin, age 8, stepped in and kicked my crutches. I fell and hit my head on the concrete steps and passed out. We had to go to the hospital, which was 20 miles away. They didn't come because they were congratulating my cousin. Mother freaking what? My mom's parents say that they weren't there at the time, so the second I got treated and was able to get out of the hospital, we went to my mom's village, and my sister had her ceremony there. Grandparents find out and storm in while the festival is happening. My mom carried me upstairs so I won't get hurt, but my brat cousins come in and try to hurt me. I'm like that isn't gonna happen again, so I grab my crutches and whack them both on the shoulders. They run out and my mom comes and takes me outside to my neighbor's house. They left and the ceremony ensued. We ended our trip early and have ended contact with grandparents forever. Damn, what a way to end the trip. That is messed up on so many levels, and it is just immoral for the OP's grandparents to even do this to them. But anyway, that is all the time that we have for today. If you enjoyed the video, then hit that like button, subscribe for more awesome content, and turn on notifications so that you can be notified when our next video comes out. Don't forget to subscribe to our other channels, and until next time, keep it fresh everyone.